We've been covering an awful lot of information, and I'd like us today to consider together some of the consequences of the actual choosing of different competing economic systems. And in the providence of God, we have a unique opportunity to look very clearly at two very distinct choices as we consider together what's happened in the last 60 years between North Korea and South Korea. North Korea has pursued a command and control socialist economy where industries are controlled by the state, vocations are controlled by the state, production is controlled by the state. Whereas South Korea, though it has some level of intervention, has by and large enjoyed free markets, where production is free, where vocation is free, where industries are free. What that gives us then is a fascinating comparison of two different economic systems running side by side, right next to each other in the same land for the last 60 years. What are the results? Here's a satellite photo taken of the two countries at night. It pretty much says it all. The North is literally living in darkness as a result of its socialist economic decisions. There's not enough electricity to power the country for an entire day, so they have blackouts at night. The South, on the other hand, is a market economy that is impressive in its prosperity. In just 60 years, there's been such a radical divergence between these two countries and their systems that one is among the leading nations in terms of productivity and wealth, and the other is at the very bottom. The South has food surpluses both through its own farming and its international trade. The North struggles through ongoing famines and regular starvation, often requiring food supplies from American and South Korean governments and charities just to survive. The South has full and thriving cities with bustling streets and full buildings. The North has empty and dead cities with empty streets and empty buildings. The South has renowned robotics, aerospace, and biotechnology industries and is one of the top 10 exporters and importers in the world. The North struggles to maintain its burgeoning military at the expense of all other industries. The South is one of the fastest growing and richest economies in the world, ranked in the top 20 with more than $20,000 in per capita income. The North is one of the poorest countries in the bottom 20 with less than $2,000 in per capita income. And what is the effect on Christianity and stewardship? Well, a 2005 census shows that of 24 million citizens in South Korea, 14 million of them are Christians. That's almost 60% Christian. Seoul boasts 11 of the 12 largest Christian congregations in the world, with one Assemblies of God church having 1 million members. No kidding. Every year, South Korea sends tens of thousands of missionaries all over the world. After the United States, South Korea is the second largest missionary sending nation. South Korea's market-based economy has fueled incredible conquests for the kingdom of God, both internally and worldwide. And what of North Korea? It is considered literally the greatest persecutor of Christians among all the nations of the world. Outlawed by the government, Christians are imprisoned, tortured, and killed. Right now, there are approximately 50 to 70,000 Christians detained in North Korean prisons. The Voice of the Martyrs regularly reports on the horrific situation Christians face in North Korea. This quick comparison shows us the extreme differences between a generally free market economy and a socialist economy.